Hey everyone, my name is Huey, and today will be a quick video guide on how to solo Baron Silverlaine in Shadow Fang Keep as a rogue in Season of Discovery for a chance at Silverlaine's family seal. It's a nice 7 strength, 3 stamina ring, which is a pretty good cheap alternative to the other options out there. And keep in mind, this is not a bis ring, but it is something that will perform well for you heading into Black Fathom Depths or you're leveling beyond. Shadow Fang Keep is an Eastern Kingdom silver pine forest, and it's located here on the map. When you arrive, you can enter the keep. And looking at my gear here, it's pretty good. I've done 2 BFD lockouts so far and got the helm and 2 weapons, but everything else can be acquired outside of the raid, and I did do this without any of the BFD items. And as for the runes, you can use Deadly Brew, Envenom, and Saber Slash. You do not need to use any of the tanking runes, you can just use the typical DPS ones. And you'll want to start off by stealthing into the first boss room and avoiding all the ads on the way to avoid aggroing them. And when you get to the first boss, you can drop down and click on the lever. Look out, the ads will aggro onto you, but you can pop vanish.
King's honor, friend.
Then you can talk to the NPC, and thankfully they will not aggro the enemy ads. And when your stealth comes back up, you can simply go back into stealth and follow them up the stairs. And keep in mind there is an NPC for the Horde in the next cell over. The NPC will unlock the door, granting you access to the keep. And as you make your way into the courtyard, you will want to look out for a few of the patrolling enemies, as there are quite a few of them. As you can see, this haunted servitor is going into the room or coming out of the room that we want to go into. And we're going to avoid them. Sneak past these 2 mobs here. And I personally like to jump up on this lip on the left side. You don't need to worry about aggroing if you're level 25. And before you enter this room, you'll want to look out for this patrolling mob. With unfortunate timing, you could run right into them and potentially aggro. And you can hug the right side wall and head up the stairs. And I like to park in the middle of the stairs right about here because there are some patrolling mobs above and you're out of line of sight of those above and the ones below. You can distract the glutton, wait for your energy to replenish, and then open up on them. Now you'll want to kill the mob, and you'll really want to keep a close attention to your health and try to avoid using your evasion before the boss, as we'll want to be saving that for the boss. And from here you can eat or bandage to get your health back up to full before you engage pulling the mobs up above. With your health replenished, you can go back up the stairs in stealth. And we'll see the patrolling add-on on the right. There is a patrolling add-on on the left that we don't see at the moment, so we're going to grab this stationary mob and drag them to our safe spot. Keep in mind that these ads do put a shout word paint on you. I went in stealth there and forgot that, and it took me right out of stealth. But nevertheless, I'm proceeding with pulling the mob. And you'll want to keep in mind, really paying attention to your health. You don't want to put yourself in a situation to where you'll die, because if you're an alliance character, the graveyard is all the way at South Shore, and that is a very far run, which will cut into your runs per hour. And we have one more patrol that we're going to kill. We just missed it, but it just takes a few seconds for it to come back. Then you can kill the mob, and since we've killed all the patrols in this area, you don't need to worry about moving it to your safe spot. When you're healed back up to full, you can proceed by pulling the Haunted Servitor on the left, which will chain pull the one on the right. Sometimes it can pull a third mob, but it's very rare that it does that. And it's really important here to make sure that you don't get the curse on you. You can see I interrupted one of the casts there, but sometimes both these mobs can cast them at the same time. And the reason why we cleared up here is so that you can utilize the room up here to line of sight the cast to avoid it from applying on you. And once you kill the first mob, if you're unable to kill a second one, you can just pop a Vanish. And you'll want to heal yourself back up to full, and you want to make sure that you have your evasion up for this fight, and preferably a health potion. While in stealth, you can drop down onto this barrel and engage Silverlaine. So they have this Veil of Shadow debuff, and it's okay if this goes off. You don't need to put any effort into interrupting it, as there will be windows where that is not up, where you can pop your health potion. And to further explain, it is a healing reduction debuff of 75%. But as you'll see, it's fallen off right now, and we have a window to pop a health potion. And if need be, you can pop your evasion and proceed with killing the boss. And congratulations, you just killed the boss. And as we can see in this attempt, the ring did not drop. It has about a 20% drop chance. I'm not sure how entirely accurate Atlas loot is for this, but having killed the boss more than 10 times, I would say that's fairly close to accurate. Perhaps even a lower chance to drop. Got a lot of the green maces, but anyways, you can make your way out of the dungeon and reset the instance for your next run if you weren't lucky enough on the first try. And I wasn't being careful here. I got too close to this ad and aggroed it, and most of my abilities are on cooldown, so I am running for my life out of this dungeon. Thankfully, most of the mobs are a decent distance away from me, so they really aren't hitting me all that much, and I'm just trying to get out of here as swiftly as possible to avoid dying. And that run took about 9.5 minutes, so if you're fast enough, you may hit the instance lockout timer. If you're unlucky like I was and you need to run this place multiple times, if you're Alliance during the day, you can go down to the village just outside of the instance, and there are actually a few friendly vendors in here where you can vendor some of those bases that you don't want.
Can I help you?
And if you're Horde, you can go up north to the town of the Sepulchre and vendor your items there. And thank you very much, guys. If you found this video useful, please drop a like or subscribe. It helps out a lot. Cheers.